The land they call South Tapanuli Regency was never meant to be ordinary. It is a land carved by time, shaped by sacrifice, and carried forward by generations who refused to disappear. Deep in the southern heart of North Sumatra lies a region many people pass on a map without understanding its true story. But those who come from South Tapanuli know something the world is only beginning to realize. This is not just a regency, this is a living memory of resilience. Once, South Tapanuli stood as one of the largest and most influential regions in North Sumatra. Its territory stretched across vast mountains, fertile valleys, rivers, forests, and communities bound together by culture, faith, and endurance. The land was enormous. The responsibility was even greater. But history changed everything. Beginning in 1982, the region experienced major territorial expansion and division. Districts that were once part of South Tapanuli began forming new administrative regions. Padang Sidimpuan, once only a district within South Tapanuli, eventually grew into its own independent city. Years later, Natal followed a similar path, developing into a separate regency with its own identity and future. To outsiders, these changes may look like political restructuring, but to the people who lived through it, it meant watching a homeland evolve before their eyes. A land once united under one name, slowly transformed into multiple regions, each carrying fragments of the same ancestral roots. And yet, South Tapanuli did not collapse. It endured. Even after decades of division and transformation, South Tapanuli still stands with extraordinary strength. According to official statistics from Indonesia's Central Bureau of Statistics, the Regency covers more than 4,444 square kilometers across its districts. Other historical records place the total territory at over 6,000 square kilometers, a reminder of how vast this region once was. But numbers alone cannot measure greatness. Greatness is measured in people. By 2018, more than 280,000 souls called South Tapanuli home. Families who wake before sunrise to work the land. Elders who protect traditions older than modern nations. Children who grow up surrounded by mountains that teach humility and rivers that teach patience. This region consists of 15 districts, 37 urban villages, and 211 villages spread across landscapes both beautiful and unforgiving. And every village carries a story. Every road carries memory. Every hill carries prayer. In places like Aek Bilar, villages such as Aek Latong, Aek Urat, Biru, Gorahut, and Huta Baru are not just names written in government records. They are homes built through generations of struggle, places where parents sacrifice everything so their children can dream bigger than they ever could. This is the soul of South Tapanuli. Not luxury, not headlines, not fame, but endurance. The world today moves fast. Cities rise overnight. Trends disappear in seconds. People chase attention, wealth, and validation. But South Tapanuli teaches something different. It teaches that true strength is built quietly, like roots beneath a mountain, invisible to many, unshaken by storms. The people here understand hardship. They understand distance, sacrifice, and survival. They know what it means to continue forward even when opportunities are limited. And perhaps that is why the spirit of this land feels so powerful, because nothing here was handed freely. Everything was earned. Every village built from effort. Every family shaped by perseverance. Every generation carrying the unfinished dreams of the generation before them. This is why South Tapanuli matters, not because it is the biggest, not because it is the richest, but because it represents something humanity is slowly losing: identity, community, memory. In a world obsessed with becoming viral for a moment, South Tapanuli reminds us what it means to leave a legacy that survives for centuries. And maybe that is the real story hidden inside these mountains of North Sumatra. A story about people who continued standing even as borders changed around them. A story about communities that refused to lose themselves. A story about a homeland that became smaller on the map, but greater in spirit. Because land can be divided, territories can change, names can evolve, but the soul of a people cannot be erased. And as long as the rivers continue flowing through the valleys of South Tapanuli, as long as the call to prayer echoes across its hills, as long as children continue running through its villages, carrying hope in their eyes, this land will never fade into history. It will endure, it will rise, and one day the world will finally understand that hidden inside the quiet heart of South Tapanuli is one of Indonesia's greatest untold stories.